Good morning everybody, and welcome back on your mat for your hours online Pilates. So you know the routine now in terms of equipment. Just bring everything and use what you want to use with the various exercises that we're going to do. So pop some music on, whatever it is you happen to enjoy, if you like to have your music, or just have this hour of quiet and peace, which some of you may prefer. So start the watches up if you are recording your activity. And let's get going. So feet out, heels out, and that nice little movement of finding our neutral position. Already we're working and just giving those feet a little workout. And back, soften the knees. Breathe in on the way up and breathing out. Every other one if you want and you feel you can. Come up on your toes, bring the arms down first and then the heels. Stay flat. Get a really nice deep thoracic breath. Up if you want this time. Don't forget you should have drawn that pelvic floor up to about level 3 and just pulled that tummy button in. Just a couple of notches. So we've actually activated the core. Last one with the feet flat. And last one with the feet coming up onto those toes. Replace the arms, replace the heels. Good. As you do this and bring those legs down, just soften those knees, turning our head just from side to side. The little semicircles. And then cause those little pushes of those chin forward and back. Well done, lovely. Let's just start having a little bit warm up through those shoulders and back. Just leave those hands down both sides and just swing those arms around. Just really soften the knees here. Just let those arms just swing around just to get us warmed up a little bit more. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to bring those arms up. I am convinced you've all done something really good this week. So we're going to polish our own little halo. And back the other way. So we had 2 of the grandchildren last night for a sleepover, so Mum and Dad could get on with, well, they went to Norwich shopping, changed direction, and then they came back and managed to do most of their wrapping, so that's good. Okay, so hula hoop round the shoulders. I'm sure you, like me, have spent many Christmases till, you know, certainly the 23rd, wrapping presents until, 1 o'clock in the morning, because it was the only time you could know that the kids, in the evenings were asleep. And then back the other way. So coming back and round. Really try and get into that upper back. Just keep the hips still and the knees soft. That's lovely, good. So then that hula hoop goes around your waist. I actually prefer to take my feet just slightly wider for this one. And just try and make the circle as big as you can. Pushing those hips out the back, round to the sides, out the front. Really nice big movement if you can, and back the other way. So sometimes we do those hip circles and I want you to try and stabilize your shoulders and keep your shoulders still. But this one I want movement as big as possible. Good, okay, down we go with the circling theme. Just push those knees round and back the other way. And then up and little circles with those ankles. Back the other way. Little point and flex. and then we'll shift our weight onto this foot. Round we go. Back the other way. And point and flex. Good, lovely. Well done. Where are we going from here? Okay, so let's just do just 4 arm circles going back, just because, just move those shoulders just a little bit more, and 4 coming forward. And they should feel quite nice and loose. Okay, so we're going to take the band and we're going to incorporate a little bit of strength work as well as some lateral flexion. Okay, so bringing those arms up to the ceiling, feet back to hip width, knees nice and soft. We're just going to just do some nice side bends. Lovely. Now when we get to the top, we're going to stop. Okay, so this time we're going to take that side bend, push with that top arm, grab that band and pull it down. Coming back up to the top, side bend, elbow to ear and pull. Still pushing with that arm up to the top. And back up. Now, if you're happy with that, stay there. If not, move your hands in just a little bit for the second set. So we're going over, elbow to ear, pull down. Should be finding this a little bit tougher. We're taking 1 rep off. So we come back up to the top this time. Don't forget, you are between 2 panes of glass. So your tummy should be tucked in and your bottom tucked in also. So there shouldn't be anything pushing out the front or out the back. Okay, coming back up to the top, last set. So if you feel you can, just tighten that band a little bit. Don't go too much. So we're going over first, arm up, and you should feel you can get a little bit more lateral bend as well because everything's just warming up a little bit. This should feel quite tough on those pulls, coming back up. Lateral bend, elbow to ear, pull. And back up. Good, okay. So all I want you to do here now is just take the band to your thighs and just go into a nice flat back position. Drop your arms down and now pull those arms out. Now you might find this a bit tough on your band, so just slacken it off a little bit. Two to go. Ooh. And breathe in and up you come. Good. Pop the band, because that one where we pulled down just there is a little bit work on the tricep. We're just going to do a little bit work on the bicep. So we go back to 1, 4, or both on the band, elbows tucked in, and we'll go from 4 arms parallel to the floor at waist height. So we're not coming down to here today. We're going to come to here, bring the arms up, and then stop. So you'll still feel there's some contraction in that bicep. Okay, so are we ready? Up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Quite a long set. 2 to go. and relax. Good. Okay, so if you had your right foot on the band, put the left one on now, only because just very slightly that right glute would have been working a little bit harder. This time we're going to bring those arms up to the shoulders, and then we're going to do those the little punchy ones. Okay, so soft knees, draw pelvic floor up, tummy button in, elbows tucked in, up to the shoulder and punch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, okay, just give those arms a little stretch out in those shoulders, and on the other side too. Very nice. Good, so we just need to open the chest a little bit, so just make sure those feet are back at that hip width position. And we're just going to come in and hug our tree. Pushing forward, and then open back. And now I've just remembered what we should be doing. Okay, so we're going to do the one which is a bit like a butterfly action, bringing ourselves over as if you're over a big beach ball. So we're very sort of rounded, pushing forward, flexing the wrists, open up. So it's quite a fluid movement. Okay, so arms start at the bottom, and we're coming over, touch, push, flex, open, over. Try and get that little flex as you open, because that helps open the nerve channels across the chest, and over. Two to go. Last one. And back, good little shoulder roll, just to get those shoulders down before we go into our little balance section. Please remember to drink at whatever point you want. Okay, so we'll just do 4 semicircles to get started. So here we go. Find that focal point that works for you. Okay, so today we are going knee up, leg forward, leg side, out the back, but with that reach. Okay, so we're going to do 2 of those to start, 2 of those sequences. Please leave out any bits that don't work for you. You might need to change your focal point when you come to having the leg out the back to looking just down slightly on the floor. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to go into the aeroplane position first, bring that leg round, bring it forward and bend it. Okay, so we've not done it this way before. So we're coming forward. From there, we come out to the side, trying to stay tall. We come in straight, bend, and down. Forward, side, front, knee, down. Well done. So, doing 2 more, but what we're going to do is we're going the normal way, then we're coming back, we're starting with going back, and then we're going forward, then we're going back. So, brain in gear, she says. Are we ready? Let's do it. So, knee, forward, side, back, come back to tall. Now back, side, forward, knee, back to tall. Use the floor at any point you want. Repeat, forward and back, and then just come through straight, and then back, side, forward, knee, and down. Wow, that was a bit of a change and a bit of a challenge. So well done if you managed some of that. let's take a nice stretch. 3 lifts. And into your hamstring stretch. Lift the toe if you want, but remember, you don't have to. And then I want you to take your hand on your thigh of the straight leg and just run your hands down till you feel that stretch. Ooh. Run them back and up to standing. Good. Flip that block over, changing sides. 4 semicircles. Here we go. Fine, make sure you've got that core on. So 2 sequences of our normal pattern. Coming through knee, straight, side, back, back to straight. Take the little break with the foot on the floor if you want. Reverse that sequence. Back, out, forward, in, down, back, out, forward, in, and down. So now we're doing 4 sequences, but we're going normal way, then the backward way, and then repeat. So as much as you feel you can. So from here we come back to straight. Then we go back down, out. I nearly forget to come up straight when I go there, and down. Back up, knee lift. Out the back. Straight up, straight back. Ooh. Up and side, forward, in, and woohoo! Well done. I think we did the right amount. My legs feel like we did the right amount. So 3 little lifts. Sinking back. And then bring the hands to the front. And either lift the toe or not, you don't have to. And now just slide those hands down. Just to when you can feel like sort of 4, 5 out of 10. You can feel it around the hip area, in those glutes, as well as the back of the hamstring, a little bit in the calf, and coming back up. Oh, well done. So move the block to the side. The next time we need that will be when we're doing a lovely stretch at the end. So that's a nice thought to have. So we're into squats next. If you wanted to pick up your weights and cans to add into your squat section, you can. Just realised I've not moved my little dragon. Up you go. And then of course you've got them when we do our minute of CV, but you don't have to. So we're going to start with legs out wide, toes turned out. Deep plie squat, so sliding that back down that imaginary wall, but if you prefer to go into the sumo one, you can. So breathing in, if you've got weights or cans, you can just, or not, you just bring those arms out. Check those knees and toes, and then up and down. Up, down, and one more. Okay, on this next one, we're going to add a little arm sequence in. So breathing in, up, open, up, open, in, and down. Good, repeat that again. Breathing in, down, breathe in, and up. One more. Down, open, up, open, and down. Good. On the next row, we're going to hold the weights or cans out the front, or just your arms, And we're going to do, I'm just thinking, checking it, say a little heel lift. Yeah. Okay, so breathing in, down we go. Heel lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Breathing in, similar, going down. Now, take one arm onto your leg and one arm up and over and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the arm position. Over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm down, coming up tall. Next one is the last one. We're going to do some alternate heels, just with the arms out straight. So breathing in, down we go, and heel lift. Thinking about that spirit level across your hip bones. 2 to go. Breathe in and up. Good. Walk those feet in till you feel you can move quite easily. So a minute of whatever. I had thought maybe we could do like spotty dog. So if you want to have a go at that, but if you feel you're getting a muddle, just stick with your star jump. So basically it's a jump out and then just one leg in front of the other, and then out and then one leg in front of the other. Just watch, because I noticed then that my foot was coming behind my mat, that you don't then catch your toe on the way through. Okay, So are we ready? And so a little bit of brain gym here. "20 to go," because I forgot to say. Oh, 2 to go. I'm so concentrating, well done, on getting the splits in the right way that I forgot to count. I found that a little bit harder than just your ordinary star jumps. So seems as if I'm puffing a bit more. So just take 2 or 3 nice deep breaths. And one more. And breathing out. Good. Oh, that water feels good. Okay, so where are we going? Yeah, 2 roll downs to the floor. Before we go to the floor, sorry. And then I've put a minute of whatever you want today. So press ups, plank, high, low, mixture, you choose. I think we'll do 3 roll downs, and we'll do 1 centre, 1 right, 1 left. So feet to the width of your mat, slightly turned out. Breathing in and down we go. Breathe in at the bottom, exhale. Turn to the right, breathing in and down. Breathing in and up. To the left, breathing in and down. Breathing in and up. And back to the centre. Breathing in here. Exhale, going down. and then walking those hands out. And you choose what you want to do. So are we ready? Off we go. Just make sure your head is in neutral. You've got that core engaged. Nearly halfway. If you need to come at any point, you can. If you need to switch it from one thing to something else, you can do that too, but just try and tighten that core a little bit. See if you can just hang on for the last few seconds. But if you can't, just go back into your normal little shoulder stretch. 5 to go. And well done. So knees come down. And just gently reach back. Leave those arms out the front for a second. And then just bring them in. And then gradually bring your head up. And it was nothing important that I needed to do in the end. It was Roger had called and I thought it was. So we're into side lying and just checking where those toes are, and just give me a few top leg, bottom leg. Good, and 4. Okay, so we're going straight into tennis ball, football, beach ball. So any point you need to, just bring that leg forward and take a little rest, because it is quite a tough one. And you can keep your arm on, you can soften your bottom knee, entirely up to you. So here we go. So a tennis ball. And now the football. And now the beach ball. Trying to bring the bottom of the circle through that hip height. Okay, we're going to change direction. We're not going to take a break today, and we're coming back round the big one. Only as much as you can keep your hips stacked and shoulders stacked to the ceiling. Round to the football. And then the mini one. Okay, just giving that leg a nice little, that hip a nice little rub. Okay, we're doing the first half of the inner thigh today, so we won't do any inner thigh here. We'll just take a nice little break, and we'll push those knees up into our normal little pattern. Oh, what's that on the floor? Good. And so we, just move my cushion, coming over and just looking over that shoulder, coming back and over. Now this time we're going to push the hips forward. If you're in your V sit, you'll just keep your hips down. And then we're coming down and over. And this time we're just going to look over the shoulder. And back. Good, let's swing round, do that on the other side. Checking in on those toes, realigning that chin, and just 4, top leg, bottom leg. Okay, so here we go, top leg comes up, little ones. Football. Make sure you've got a nice little bit of core on. And now the beach ball. Ooh, here we go, change direction, halfway. Coming round for 8. And then football. My beach ball, I think the air was coming out of it. It was getting smaller. Oh dear. And then the little ones. Oh my goodness, I do find those really quite tough, so if you do join the club, just give that thigh a little bit of a rub before we come up to sitting into your chosen position. Okay, so bringing the arm round, looking over that shoulder, getting that lovely oblique stretch, and then back. Hips coming forward if you're in this position, or repeat the other one. And back, and then the last one is just looking over that shoulder. Well done. Good, okay. So have a little drink if you want, because we're going to be going on to our backs now. And we're going to do the first half of the inner thigh series, which I feel is probably the harder side because it's double leg, both legs working. The second half we just got the one leg, so having said that, I think we'll be absolutely fine. So, coming forward, shoulders down, breathing in, tailbone under for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to bring those feet in, peel off one leg to tabletop, peel off the other. Now at this point, you can tuck your hands under your bottom, you can tuck your block there too, if you want, just to help you maintain that back into your mat. If not, just make sure you've rolled that marble in and then bring the legs up to the ceiling. Okay, we're going to start by keeping the feet together and just bringing the feet, knees out, so you're making a diamond shape inside those legs. And because you want to be pushing the flats of the foot. So turn the feet slightly out and push those flats of the feet to the ceiling, squeezing those inner thighs together at the top. Two to go. Good, now this time we're going to take the legs out and we're going to scissor. Change the leg that crosses over in front. Keep checking on that back. You can have your hands down to help, you can have your hands off, doesn't make a huge difference. Two to go. And then leave the legs out wide this time. Flex those feet, knees in, push the flats of the feet up again. I call this froggy. And you can feel those inner thighs working. Obviously the other parts of the leg too. Two to go. And then bring the feet back to the centre. Slightly point the feet and then crisscross. And now flex the feet and crisscross. And then just bring those knees and feet in and either take your little rock or your little rolls. And back the other way. Lovely, bring the knees together, take a little rock and then just get yourself up to sitting. Good, well done, nicely done. So next week we'll do the second half and then the week after we put them together, don't we? So we're just going to go on a front and we're going to just do some low, medium and high swan dive. So nice and simple, just working at the 3 levels that suit you. If you want to, when you do the high one, lift the leg as you come down. That's up to you. You don't have to. Okay, but just really focus on thinking about keeping that tummy button away from your ice cube and just working that head and shoulders nicely together. So low ones to start with. So that literally is just hovering off your mat. Just a tiny bit. So that you really work into those cervical spine area. Doesn't really matter too much about the breathing here, as long as you're breathing, because there's no sort of harder or easier piece to it really, because it's such a small move. Okay, good. So we're going to go to the medium height. So medium height, the forearms would stay on the floor. Now, as you come down, start to think about coming down sequentially from the bottom rib through to the top. And really focus on pulling that tummy button in. And then once it's in, try and keep it there as you go back up. Keeping that head and shoulder working as a unit. So if you did have a little orange tucked under your chin, you wouldn't be dropping it because you lifted your head, and you wouldn't be squashing it because you drop your chin to your chest. Just remain in that position. Okay, now we're going up high, so find the arm position that works for you. I tend to bring my elbows in a little bit more, other people leave them out more in front. It really is you listening to your body and working out what's right. On this one we will need to breathe in to prepare. Exhale as we come up. Remembering to peel off from the elbow to the wrist and then do the reverse on the way down. Breathe in at the top and down. Just think about the orange. Coming down from bottom rib to top. One more, breathing in. Nice, bring the hands in, nice big push back into a nice spine stretch. Good, lovely. And then just come through and have a drink. Just we're going to just go back onto onto all fours. So you might just want to give your wrist a little stretch out. Right, so on this one, remember if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can put that ball under the foot or under the knee is going to be even harder. So I'm still working with it under the foot, but you don't need to do either. But just make sure that you do bring your knees back to your hip width and your hands underneath your shoulder with that little push away to engage the shoulders. Okay, so let me just change the ball side because that would be easier for me to show you what we're doing. No, I've got it right. Okay, so we're just going to take 3 normal swimming, so breathing in, taking it out, in, out, in, out, in. And then this time, I would have been better on the other foot, so I'm going to quickly change. So when we come in, we're going to bring the hand in to the fingertips to the temples, and we're going to add a rotate. Now, if you're on the ball, you'll probably find, like me, that leg has gone down onto the floor. Well, that's fine. That's fine, because what I want is the rotation. So if you have to lower the leg, if you're not on the ball, you might find you can do it with the leg still in the air. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of those. So breathing in, exhale out, in, rotate, back, and in. Coming out, arm in, rotate, back, and in. Last time. Out, in, rotate, back, and down. Good. Okay, just bring yourself back, and you can either roll your hands over the ball, or you can just do little some little exercises, especially for the wrist that's just been working, but we're now going to change over to the other one, so that's going to get a rest anyway. Okay, so let's set up on the other side. 3 normal ones to start with. Trying to just bring that hand and knee back to that hover position. Okay, so now 3 with the rotation. And because, as I say, the rotation is what we want, I would suggest putting the leg down if you're on the ball, because I think you'll get a better rotation that way. Okay, so breathing in, out we go. Bring the arm in, touch the toe down, and then rotate. And then bring it in and take it out. Bring the arm in, rotate. Last one, out, in, rotate, back, and down. Good. Okay, again, bring that ball out, oh, or not, and just give those wrists just a little bit of attention, while you also get a nice little glute stretch, and gently put your hand, push yourself back up. Where's the ball gone? Oh. Okie dokie, where are we going? I think we're going on to our backs. Yes. Okay, so again, you can use the ball underneath your back if you want. Just think if we, yeah. So it's up to you. You don't have to. We're doing toe taps, but as well as toe taps, we're going to take an arm action as well. So breathing in, tailbone under, 3, 2, 1. And I've no idea how long the class has gone, because we had that little pause, didn't we? So, I don't know what time we started. So it might end up being more than an hour or less, I don't know. Okay, so when you're doing this one, option of the ball or not, but whichever you do, you still need to have that little pelvic tilt. You can work with one leg, or if you want, you can have both up. So if we're going to work with one, let's go left leg first. If you want to bring the right leg up, you can. And then I just want 3 toe taps from here. Just maintaining that right angle. at that knee. Okay, so now we're doing toe tap, but we're going to just take this opposite arm away. So what you do with your other arm can be supporting, can be off, is up to you. So breathing in. So it's not like a dead bug, because with a dead bug we push the leg out. This is just a toe tap with an arm. Good, and then just bring those knees in for a second. You might need your hands to balance you if you're on the ball, or you might just feel you can take that hand off. Good, and then legs go down. Okay, so right leg peels to tabletop. If you want to bring the other one up, bring it up. Just try and remember to keep that knee above the hip. And we'll just do 3 ordinary toe taps to start with. Making sure you have rolled that marble. And now 3 with the arm going as well. Just keep the toe tap position. Don't be tempted to go into dead bug. It's quite hard on the core. And then back in. And again, just take a little break. Then what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and do alternate ones. So that means alternating the arms as well. So a little bit of brain gym again for this one. Excuse me. So legs go down. So we peel off. Let's go left leg up. Right leg up if you want. Arms, you might have to just have one arm on the floor and then just switch them. Or you might be able to have the arms off completely. So left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. If you're finding you're losing your alignment and your nice control, just take the arm action out. Keeping that leg in that box shape. Two to go. I can't quite get my hand over my head because the sofa's in the way. And this time we're going to go into full body stretch. So I know some of you don't like stretching over the ball, so just take it out. Others of you just really find it nice. You can just rock those hips a little bit. Little tiny massage there. And then bring the feet back in. Little bridge to get that ball out. And then of course a little bit of momentum to come up. Good, well done. So I'm just going to have a little quick peek at the camera, see how we're doing for time. Good, perfect. Okay, so the next one should be on our backs again. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do our stretch now and then do the last one on our backs. So doing that open book developmental stretch. So best combination is your block with your soft cushion on the top. On your side, knees bent and arms out in front. Okay, so without like overstretching or letting your arms, try and just pop your arms together and probably they should be pretty matched in length. Okay, so we're going to bring the top arm up to shoulder height. We're going to reach as far forward as we can, and then we're going to open to the ceiling, closing with a little bit of resistance just to that shoulder height, reaching forward, open to where the coving would be or ceiling meets the wall, and then close. Stop at shoulder height, reaching forward, all the way over now. And you can look where that arm is. Now you can look along the arm if you prefer to bring your head back up to look at the ceiling, or if you prefer to have your head staying forward, that's up to you. But we're going to hold it there, so you might like to just shut your eyes. And now we're going to breathe in, and as we exhale, we're going to lower the arm a little bit more. Breathing in, lower again. Last time, breathing in, just a slightly shorter one. And then breathe in. And when you come over, just try and just bring it over naturally and put it where it wants. So don't necessarily try and stretch it forward, just place it down. And what you might notice, I've got about 1/2 centimetre difference now between my top arm and my bottom arm. But I've not tried to stretch it, I've just tried to bring it back where it feels it wants to naturally land. Good. Now, let's just take a little set of clown. So some of you might find that you got a bigger difference. Some found maybe no difference. Others, and I never understand this, say that it's shorter. I can't quite get that, but maybe you've just altered your body position, I don't know. You've got to try and bring it back exactly where you know, from your starting point. Okay, well done, let's lift up. And you can just roll over now or swing yourself around if you prefer. So, arms are out, just naturally laying together. And they seem to me this time to be, you know, together again. So, up to the ceiling on the first one, and then down to the cove-in on the second one. Just make sure you've got your cushion where you can roll your head if you are looking over. And then the next one is all the way over, keeping those hips stacked. And then hold here, shut your eyes. And just focus on a nice deep breathing pattern. Breathing in, exhale and lower. Breathing in, exhale and lower. And one more, breathing in and lower. Now open your eyes, look where that is this time. Take that breath in and see if you can just bring that arm back, just over, and lay it where you started. And now for me this time there's not much of a difference, but what I do know from seeing where my arm was to where it finished, as I've given that shoulder a really nice stretch. So let's just stick in a few little clam here. Good, lovely. And then we're just going to roll onto our back. So you might just want to get rid of the block. And we're going to put in the little set on our back. So first set is going to be single leg stretch, same as last week. Options, you probably know by now. The second set is we're going to take the legs straight into windscreen wiper. Third set, you can choose which you want to do. Okay, so right leg up to tabletop, breathing in, coming up, push the other leg out and change. Four, three, two, one, back in, figure four. Just check that ankle bone goes across. You know all your options here. Place your hand on your knee, just gently easing that knee away, lifting the leg up with the head down or the head up. Just whichever you feel is giving you the best stretch. Take a breath in, and whichever you're doing, just try and add a little bit more pressure. And relax, well done. And cross those legs. Okay, so stick with single leg stretch if you want, if not we're going windscreen wiper. So again, we start with the leg tabletop, up, push the other leg out long. You can still have your head down, you can still hold your head. Two to go, and then down, other leg up, stretching out on the other side. Breathing in, a little bit of pressure, or a little bit of pulling in if you've got your hands behind your leg. And relax. If you don't want to do the last set, you could just do some nice knee drops. You can do single leg stretch, you can do windscreen wiper. So leg comes in, choose which you want to do, and off we go. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and then feet to that width or just outside the width of your mat, just dropping those knees to the side, keeping the opposite shoulder down, back up and over. I really like this little stretch, hence we do it most weeks. And back up and over. And over. Good, nicely done. And then just bring those legs in. A little bit of a rock up. And here we go. So, just let me have a quick check on the timer. Yeah, I think it's about right. Okay, so just a couple of happy cats, sad cats. And then to stand in with some little heel pedals or to downward dog, just trying to push those heels into the floor. So whichever position you prefer to do, you're getting the same movement. And one more each side. And then coming back up to standing, heels down, and up we go. When you get to the top, just roll those shoulders around. Good. Okay, so let's take the shoulders, elbow and full arm circle, and shoulders, elbow, full arm circle. We're going to take the arms up, we're going to swish down, nice drop with those knees up and open those chests. Down, drop, up, open, squeeze, 2, 3, last time, going down, up, open, squeeze, 2, 3, and down. So 3 quick lifts of those shoulders to those ears. So going up, down, up, down, up, down, and shut your eyes. And just relax. Just feel the tension, just all draining away. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes and give yourselves a nice big clap. Okay, just check in just quickly on my sheet. Yeah, so this was the beginning of another block, so thank you for staying with me, and sorry I managed to mess it up and give you 2 halves. Have a great week, please take care, and hope all the preparations are going well, and I'll see you all next time on your mat. Bye for now.